What's going on YouTube? QKG here. Welcome to my 8th Dirty Bomb Mercenary Spotlight, and man, we almost 10. Boy, I just want to go ahead and thank everybody who's been supporting me on this so far, because your boys are trying to get his channel growing. I'm trying my best to get my name out there. So whatever you do, like I said, go ahead and share these. I'm going to be playing this game a lot, because if this game keeps doing what it's doing, which is pretty much being amazing, the more your boy will go ahead and support it. So the Merc that we are looking at today is a Merc that actually did get a lot of number of comments, and it actually was one that did get commented on like maybe a few weeks ago and stuff like that, which I had some little thoughts towards her. I had to go ahead and try out because I never got to try her, and she was free in a rotation, so I went ahead and took advantage of that moment. So the Merc we are looking at today is Sparks. So Sparks can either be purchased with 10 bucks or she could be purchased with 50,000 in-game currency, and Sparks is pretty much kind of on the same boat as Aura. She has 80 health and 470 sprints, so that means she is very squishy, but at the same time she is very fast, and her playstyle is it's pretty fun. It's pretty much she's just the medic slash sniper. Like, she has long range healing and long range reviving, if you will, where she charges up her revive gun, and if she zaps somebody, you know, like a teammate, they end up getting revived, which is pretty cool. So it doesn't mean you have to literally run over them and defib them, and of course she has health packs and stuff like that. So literally pretty much when I was playing with this Merc, the only thing going on through my mind was
everybody gonna die. Everybody gonna die tonight.
pretty much just zap. I was pretty much just zapping everybody with this gun, because not only does this gun revive your teammates, if you land a headshot with this gun charged all the way up, it is a instant kill, which means if you got some skill with this thing, you can literally pick people off on the enemy team. Just go ahead, just zap, I see you, zap type gameplay, and it is literally ridiculous. So it's pretty cool playing with her, but at the same time, you don't want to rush with her because she's kind of weak. But anyway, she has 3 different machine pistols. She actually does not start out with any SMGs or ARs at all. So 3 machine pistols that she has is the MP40, well, not MP40, MP400, which is pretty much a Tech 9, the Empire, which is pretty much the MP9, and of course that booty SMG, which I like to call it, but it's called the Talon MP, but it's actually not booty for some reason. It just, I don't know, just never seemed to work with me. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get started with the first machine pistol that we got, the first MP, which is the MP400. The MP400 is actually a good machine pistol. It has pretty good damage, but it has a slower fire rate, which is kind of odd. So let's just go ahead and get into the stats real quick, because I have not covered any of the machine pistols whatsoever. So we got 30 rounds in the mag, 11 out of the damage, which is pretty decent for the machine pistols, 620 RPM, which is slow, but it's still a fast fire rate, and a damage per second time of 114. Ooh, that 114 is pretty nice. So pretty much the damage per second is actually pretty good. The damage is pretty nice on this gun. It does shoot slower than the rest of the machine pistols in the game, but at the same time, the fire rate is still pretty good. But pretty much it's gonna be a higher powered machine pistol, and I just love the design of the Tech 9. It's just pretty much just, not because I'm black, but pretty much just how the gun looks. It actually performs well in the game, and it just looks good, like pretty much just as good as the Empire. So I mean, that's all we got to say there. So let's go ahead and move on. So the next gun we got is the Empire, which is also known as the MP9. The Empire is a fast-firing, average damage weapon with a sexy reload, and it's one of the best choices out of the machine pistols. So let's go ahead and actually look at these stats. We got 40 rounds in the mag, which is great. That is literally like SMG style rounds when it comes to Dirty Bomb, because mostly they have around 40 and even 55 rounds, so that's actually pretty good. You got a lot of spray power there. We got 8 out of the damage. We got 858 RPM, yo! That RPM, goddamn, that RPM is pretty nice. And then a damage per second time of 115. It literally has just 1 more second than the MP 400's damage per second time. So it's literally just a second over. So these two are pretty good choices when it comes to machine pistols. And they're pretty good choices. They seem to always perform well with me. I have a lot of good fun with them. Both of their iron sights are very visible and very clean and just easy to work with. So I've been having a lot of fun with these weapons. Recoil patterns are great. So just pretty much overall good guns. So that brings me to the quote-unquote booty one, which is the Talon MP. But it's really ironic because the gun's actually not that booty. It's just certain things about the gun that I just dislike, whether it comes from its design, from its iron sights, or just how it performs for me in general. But the stats will actually tell you otherwise. It's really weird. So the rounds that we got is 35, so that's actually 5 more, of course, than the MP 400s. And it has 9 out of the damage, which is just 1 point stronger than the Empire. And then it has 733 RPM, which is less than the Empire, but more than the MP 400, and a damage per second time of 110. This thing has the best and the fastest damage per second time, but it has pretty much middle of the ground stats from the other two machine pistols. So pretty much from this gun literally having the worst iron sights to me, and pretty much having the worst handling to me, and the worst look to me, pretty much the gun actually seems to perform well when it comes to these stats. But either, I don't know if it's just me using the thing or if I'm just going against a really good team, but for some reason this gun can never get the job done for me. I've always used it for cleanup kills when it comes on other mercs, but running with this gun as pretty much a main gun, especially when it comes to sparks, it's pretty weird, man, pretty weird. But I don't know, that's all I got to say about these machine pistols, because to tell you the truth, the bread and butter to this Merc is not the machine pistols. I just had to cover them Jones just because I did not get a chance to yet. The bread and butter to Sparks is her revive gun, and that's what you've been seeing mostly throughout this gameplay, is a revive gun, because to tell you the truth, that's what you're going to be using most of the time. Don't think that this Merc is just kill-tastic, killjoy like Halo and all that. No, this Merc is not meant to be played like that. This Merc, you need to be by your team. I mean, yeah, you can drift off a few times if you want to feel a little gritty or actually see what this thing can do, but most of the time you need to stay by your team. Actually provide covering fire, or actually end up just making sure that they're being revived and actually having health and stuff like that, or just try to pick them off with that revive gun, because it's actually not that hard to use just as long as you have good aim. But pretty much the revive gun was actually a lot more fun than I thought. There were a few times in the game where I forgot about my team. I was like, wait, I need to be reviving them. I was having too much fun just picking off people with just one good ping, nice good headshot, and I was just having so much fun with it. And it just literally, I was like, oh crap, I gotta revive my team. And then I will not forget the day where I saw the best Sparks. I literally got into a lobby. Every single time you died, this dude would instantly shoot you. Like, he was waiting. The dude was literally the best Sparks I've ever seen, and he was a perfect example of how to play her. I'm not even gonna lie. In this gameplay, there was a few times, this is a few examples of how not to play her. But pretty much, you literally have to stick by your team, make sure that they're being revived, because that's what you're gonna be doing most of the time. That's how you're gonna get most of your points, is through revives and stuff like that. So don't get sad if your KD is suffering or anything like that. Just make sure that you're there for your team when they need you. Make sure you're actually reviving them. Make sure you charge it up all the way, or at least maybe I think it's like halfway, and then you can actually revive them. Because there was a few times I did it and it worked, and there was a few times I did it and it did not work. So you actually had to be very careful. I don't know if it's like a range thing or something like that, but be careful using the revive gun. So pretty much, guys, what I got out of this Merc was pretty much, she's pretty fun to use. She's actually not one of those kill-tastic mercs, but at the same time, I had a blast playing her, man. She's not like Fragger where you can just mow down an entire team. She's pretty much that merc that you actually gotta use some skill with. She's one of those types of mercs, and she was really fun to me, so I had a lot of fun. And that revive gun was something really to not you know, want to mess with that gun. So pretty much, guys, if you have the opportunity, I know she's in free rotation right now, I would definitely go ahead and try her. She's actually one of my favorite medics now, because I mean, Aura has her healing station, which is pretty good, but this revive gun is really unique on her. And you literally, if you get if you charge it up all the way and pop them in the head, get them good quick, ping ping, you actually end up getting a one-hit kill, and it is pretty cool. And then you can revive your teammates from long range too. that is a plus. That is pretty good. So, and also make sure you do not hold that gun down too long, because that boy will overheat and drain that battery. So pretty much, guys, go ahead and give her a shot if you have not tried her yet. I know she's in free rotation, so go ahead and give her a shot. I would love to thank you guys for all the support on the Dirty Bomb Mercenary Spotlights. This is Quentin with Quentin Knows Games, and as always, leave a comment down below on a Merc you want me to review next. And that is it, guys. I was about to say Tyro out. This is Quentin with Quentin Knows Games, and peace out.